Here it comes. Downstream. Hey, what's up folks? In this vlog, another wild mission. Once again, it's a new section of river. I've fished other sections of this river, but not this particular one. I worked out how to get into this piece of water and some pretty magic fishing actually. The fish are all looking up, keen on taking the dry, so I think I caught the majority of fish on a big stimulated dry fly pattern, which is kind of the epitome of trout fishing really, just watching the trout come up and take it. The water was not all that clear, so there'd been a bit of rain in the catchment, so it was a little bit difficult to actually spot fish. So a lot of the fish that I did catch on the dry, it was kind of a little bit like blind searching the likely pockets and seeing the fish come up. But I had a real awesome day, and so yeah, I'll take you on the mission now, and hope you enjoy it. This morning I slept in a bit. We actually got a fine day today, which is actually amazing. The weather just for the last 3 or 4 weeks has just been almost constant rain, so it's been pretty frustrating trying to get out. There's probably so much water coming down that it's probably flooded. Don't know how today's mission's going to go. Probably doesn't matter too much anyway. It's more of a scoping out mission to a new spot, just to see if I can actually get into the river, into a different place this time, and check out the water. And if I can do a bit of filming and catch some fish, then that's probably just a bonus really, but see how that goes. Not wearing my waders today because the temperature is supposed to be about 25 degrees, so it should be warm enough to wet wade. I've got my Patagonia ultra lightweight wading boots on without waders. They're thing about that is they're actually one size bigger to fit my wading boots. So I'm not sure how they're going to go on my waders today, so I'm going to test this out. And I've pulled the laces up real tight, so hopefully they'll be snug enough and I won't have too much of a problem wearing them. But it's quite a walk in over some pretty rough terrain and a bit of bush bashing, so it'll be a good test for these boots. So in my last video I used the gimbal with the GoPro. It's the first time I've done that with the GoPro. What I found was that I think the motors of the GoPro were interfering with the sound, or maybe there's just a low hum noise from the motors themselves while the gimbal's going, and that stuffed up the audio from the GoPro. So today I'm probably not going to use the gimbal with the GoPro, or if I do, I'll try and do it with at times when I don't need to have audio, because it's pretty annoying to watch that. So I decided anyway, if I'm going to use that GoPro, the audio from that GoPro anyway is the Hero 5 Black is pretty average. Sorry GoPro, I think everyone knows that anyway, but so I'm going to I think get an external mic so I can get some much better audio, and that'll help make the videos a bit more watchable hopefully. It's good to have good picture content, but it's pretty important to have good audio as well, so that's what I'm going to do today. I haven't got that new equipment yet, so today I'm just going to do the best I can. I'm here now, and I'm wet wading today because the temperature is quite warm today, so I've got my Patagonia ultralight wading boots on here, and they've done alright actually coming in. They've funny thing about wading boots being ultralight is, I reckon once wading boots are wet, they're not light, and probably all boots are the same, so yep, but I guess they're probably still lighter than other wading boots that aren't ultralight, who knows. But putting them through their paces and my feet aren't too sore
so far today, but because I normally wear them with waders, they're a size larger than my normal boot size, so I had to tie the laces up tight and put a couple of pairs of socks on to try and stop my feet moving around too much in them today, so see how they go. Yes! Oh my god! Wow! The big jaws came up and took that. Boy, that happened so fast it wasn't funny. That was a big jack. Big jaws came up and took that dry fly. I don't know if you can see the rock behind me, but he headed straight for that rock behind me and got straight underneath of it before I even had time to get control of the fish, so and busted me off. That was a shame. I said to myself after the last video that today I'm going to really try and make a big effort to try and land fish and just be careful with them and get them in. So yeah, not a good start really. Man, this is a cool pool. I'll just try covering some of this backwater. I haven't spotted any fish just yet, but yeah, the stream's holding a little bit of colour, so just because I haven't been able to see them doesn't mean that they are not in there. Ooh, hey, I don't know if you saw that, but a fish came up and looked at that, and but didn't take it for some reason. Okay, I've just changed to a Parachute Adams, about this size 14 I think, so quite a small, reasonably small dry anyway, well, by New Zealand standards. So yeah, it's a fly that I'd go to if the fish are being selective, smaller fly, so it's probably not so easy to see in the water, well, for me. So you know, I always say that's the key to dry fly, successful dry fly fishing. You've got to know where your dry fly is, obviously, so you've got to be able to see it. So yeah, with the white post up there, it does make it visible if it lands the right way. So we'll give that a go and see if this fish is going to take something like this. Yes! Yes! Oh, it's a rainbow. We go down. Don't go downstream. Oh no. He's keen on going downstream. Go behind the rocks. Oh, shit! What a fish! Just wants to go downstream on all the hard places. Let's try and get him in the net. Whoa! Jeez. talk about keen on going downstream. They're not normally keen on coming out of their pools, but this one is. Whoa, what a fish. Wow. Solid jack. Look at the flanks on this beast. Woo, what a fish. That's awesome. Look at this spectacular fish. Awesome jack. Big fish. Look at the flanks on it. In superb condition. Came up and took that little parachute Adams. Wow. Can't get much better than that. And then the battle was on, and that was a battle and a half, alright. He went for every rock and every little nook and cranny in the stream and just took off downstream. Man, the power. It's not surprising looking at Well, that was an awesome fish. I was talking back there about staying calm. Well, sometimes staying calm just goes way out the window. When you've got a fish like that that's just taking you downstream within the first 5 minutes of the fight, is looking for every little snag, every rock to get under. You just got to go with your instincts, I suppose. Got to be careful chasing a fish on a stream like that. Slippery rocks and like this, slippery rocks, lots of traps for the fishermen as well. But yeah, that was excitement. I just got to calm down a bit now. Can't see a fish in here, but I'm just going to cover the water a bit. Yeah, it's a likely looking piece of water. Oh, big shag, big black shag. What are they doing up in here? Yes! Yes! Oh, third one on the dry. Third. Whoa, and they just go nuts. Hopefully this fish is not going to go downstream. Oh! Oh, geez. I just had another hookup. That's 3 hookups today, and we've lost 2 and landed 1. That was probably my fault then. That I've told myself I just got to stay calm with these fish, but sometimes you've got to react quite fast to counteract their movements, because that fish just went absolutely ballistic, and actually just caught me out when it made a mad dash to the head of the pool, and I was just floundering around trying to get some line on the reel. I had a little bit too much tension on the line with my hand, and the fly popped out. So yep, so I'm going to really try hard going upstream now to try and just keep the fish under control. These fish though, they've got some real energy today. They're just going absolutely nuts. Once again, big thunder clouds brewing again with the heat. We're getting this pattern of weather at the moment where there's a real build up of clouds, especially in the afternoon. That's if it's not raining all day. And yeah, it just all comes down again. So I'm just keeping my eye on the weather. I don't want to be in a place like this when you're going to get heavy thunderstorms coming down. See if I can entice something up from the depths of this pool. There's bound to be fish in there, but they could be feeding a deeper. Might not be able to see the dry. Yep. Oh look, oh, far out. Oh my god. That'll bust fish off. Man, that fish just went like a torpedo.
And that fish busted me off in about 5 minutes flat. Yeah, it just went like a torpedo downstream. It's turning into one of those days actually. That's four fish hooked, and only one landed. So I've got to improve that ratio. But there's something about these fish up in here, they seem to have a lot of energy today, or I don't know whether it's just today or whether it's just a strain of fish or something, but man, do they go ballistic. On the dry. We might be able to get a bow and arrow cast off.